The wind swept cold and sharp over the jagged cliffs of Viridia Prime, carrying with it the scent of salt and distant alien flora. A lone figure knelt beside a freshly turned mound of earth, his shoulders hunched and ragged. His human frame, lean and worn, trembled as he gripped a simple bouquet of violet blossoms, their petals quivering in the breeze. "Elia," he whispered, his voice cracking under the weight of grief. "I'm so sorry." The name hung in the air like a fragile wisp, almost too delicate to speak aloud. But even as his tears fell freely, mixing with the soil beneath him, the human had no idea that the eyes he mourned were not closed in death. They were watching him, high above, hidden in the hollow of a cliffside cave. A small figure observed silently. She was half human, half Phalian, yet entirely herself, Elia. Her skin shimmered with a faint iridescence, subtle patterns that no human could ever replicate. Her eyes, a mix of emerald and violet, were wide and glistening as she watched her father's grief. For years she had been forced to hide, a consequence of a war that had nearly torn her family apart before it even truly began. Born from a union between a human scientist and an alien diplomat, Elia represented a bridge between worlds, a bridge too fragile for the prejudices of both species. When the political storm came, her father had been forced to flee, leaving her behind in the care of an experimental medical station. A catastrophic accident, which everyone assumed was fatal, had allowed her to survive, but only in secret. Now, seeing him cry, Elia's heart ached in ways she had never known. She had grown strong, cunning, and capable, but nothing could prepare her for this moment, the raw, unguarded grief of the man who had given her life. Her father had believed she was gone, and yet here she was, alive, breathing, and listening to him pour out his soul to the grave he had built in her memory. "I failed you," he murmured, voice breaking again. "I should have protected you. I should have." A sudden gust of wind scattered the violet petals across the cliffside. Elia flinched as the memory of her father's desperate face flashed before her, how he had fought against impossible odds, how he had risked everything to protect a daughter he thought lost. But the world had been cruel and he had failed. And yet, he hadn't. Her tiny hand, which now bore strength far beyond her years, tightened around a shard of the cliff rock. She wanted to call out, to reveal herself, but the years of hiding had taught her patience. She had to choose the right moment. To act too soon might scare him, or worse, make him think she had been a ghost all along. She wanted him to see her not as a memory, but as a living, breathing child of hope. "Elia," he whispered again, tracing the shape of her name in the air, his lips trembling. "If only I could see you one last time." And then she moved. From the shadows of the cliff, she stepped forward, letting the sun glint off her iridescent skin. Her figure, slight but unmistakable, cast a soft glow. Her father stiffened, eyes wide, a mixture of disbelief and hope fighting within him. "Father," her voice was soft but unwavering, carrying both innocence and the sharpness of survival. He froze. His hands, still clutching the wilted flowers, fell to his knees. "Elia, it can't be. I'm alive," she said simply. "I've been alive this whole time." He stumbled backward, tears streaming freely now, but this time they were mingled with joy. "Alive, but how? I thought you were gone." Elia took a tentative step closer, letting the light reveal the faint alien patterns on her arms and face. "I had to hide. The humans, your enemies, the aliens, my enemies, Everyone wanted me gone, but I survived, Father. I learned, I grew stronger, and I've been watching you." He sank to the ground beside her, shaking, unable to form words. He reached out a trembling hand, brushing her cheek. "I thought I lost you forever. I thought I failed as a father." "You didn't fail," she said firmly, her voice steady now, her alien features glowing faintly in the sunlight. "You gave me life. You taught me to fight, to survive, to never give up. You are my father, and I am here." For a long moment, neither spoke. The wind whispered past them, carrying the scent of alien blooms, of rain-soaked cliffs, and the infinite possibility of the universe. Finally, he pulled her into a trembling embrace, holding her as though he would never let go. I can't believe it. I thought I'd never see you again. My Aaliyah, my little girl." "I've grown," she said, her voice catching, "but I've never stopped needing you." He laughed through his tears, a sound of relief, sorrow, and joy all rolled into one. "And I've needed you. Every single day since I thought you were gone." Aaliyah glanced at the grave, her presence there making it unnecessary now. "The grave? It doesn't matter anymore," she said. "I'm here, alive, and we have a future." Her father nodded, brushing away the last of his tears. "A future? Yes. And this time, nothing, no one will take you from me." She smiled, a mix of human warmth and alien grace. "I know, Father. I know." As the sun began to set over Viridia Prime, the two of them sat together, a father and daughter reunited, a bond stronger than death itself. Around them, the cliffs whispered secrets of survival and love, of hope reborn where despair had once reigned. And for the first time in years, the human knew he had not failed. His daughter was alive, and together they would face whatever the universe had in store. Asterisk.